Hello everyone, welcome back to the Boneyard, the scene of the next game in Jaraci Cup number 2. Graphics card and CPU are cool, relatively speaking. Won't say, oh, it's already up to 85. Yeah, okay, they're fine, but we're gonna make it. We are gonna make it. This match here going to be between cowofschmau, playing as the Galzin, we've seen him a couple times before, and his opponent going to be descara. I'm also playing Galzin in this, which is always fun to see. I've seen that a couple of times now, in the blue and blue. As I review all here. cowofschmau in sort of a cream on yellower cream. Kind of like, he's showing the various stages of, you know, like spoiling milk and stuff like that. Fun stuff over there. So I've got my handy dandy text file here saying the map order, and game 1 being Boneyard is descara's pick. No surprise there, we do know this is pretty much his favorite map as far as I'm concerned. Just make sure I'm recording. Yes, I am. Someday I will get to be so confident that I don't have to check that, but that day is not today. Sandscape fabrication comes early for descara as he moves out the production cruiser a little bit here. Wonder if he's going to commit into kind of a push in the early game there. cowofschmau doing no such thing. I have a feeling he's saving up for refinery mode. Pretty respectable strategy, but if he is on the hold, you never know what descara is going to pull here. That could be dangerous, especially the second production cruiser coming out. So definitely some shenaniganry can be pulled by descara here. Interesting to see that the second PC comes after sandskimmer fabrication though, so you can start getting these sandskimmers very early. I don't think he needs that, but that's what he's going to do. So, oh no, it's not refinery mode. It's going to be another production cruiser for cowofschmau as well. And yet, despite not getting sandskimmer fabrication, it's actually later than descara's. That I think bodes ill, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, he's got 6 here. Again, moving the carrier on top of the salvagers. I think I mentioned this in one of Frosty's game, but this is actually kind of a bad move. Because you see how these guys have to like move before they can drop off. That's not a really big difference, but you know, the smallest of margins can make the difference in games like this, so never want to put yourself behind that way. Better to keep the carrier just a little bit away. In fact, when you're long distance mining, get them like right here and then facing that base. That's usually how we do it. Because then if you make more salvagers, you know, they have less distance to travel. Sandskimmer fabrication finishing now for cowofschmau, as well as that other production cruiser. It's definitely outmatched right now. He's gonna have 2 PC production, but so does descara, so he doesn't have the advantage in units here, that's for sure. descara just now beginning to fill out RU salvagers. Oh, that's what he's done. Okay, that makes sense now. So he actually only had 4 salvagers there. He went like pretty much as fast as you can go into these sandskimmers. Alrighty then. Alright, Byron. That's very interesting. So he's pretty confident, I guess he's going to get some damage in here. cowofschmau getting power 1, so he knows who he's up against. Get a little bit afraid here, get power reserve 1. That might be part of descara's plan, honestly. If these production cruisers move back, then what it means is he's kind of going for refiner mode and kind of like scare your opponent, try to get him playing defensively, and then back out and like build up off the back of it. But if descara is planning on attacking, then this is going to bode well for cowofschmau to have that. But you can see it's doing nothing for him right now, right? It's just kind of robbing resources, the fact that he's got it, because he hasn't been able to use it yet. Here come the sandskimmers. Carrier is powered up, so... And descara sees that immediately. Once he heard that missile launch, he knew. So he's going to back away here. 1 sandskimmer lost, but that's not really a big deal. And it's going to be assault ship fabrication for descara. He's kind of tucking his production cruisers off into the corner here. Base runner is retired from cowofschmau, so we don't have any scanners to get kind of vision over this area. So this is definitely not going to be known. Railgun fabrication's coming out for cowofschmau. That's normally a good thing, but you gotta remember they are pretty fragile. If the assault ships get on top of them, that could be very bad indeed. This is going to be a good fight for cowofschmau though, although he is on low ground. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is actually a bad fight for cowofschmau. I don't know. Never underestimate the high ground. It can do big things. It's over, cowofschmau. I have the high ground. Tech's finishing at about the same time, it looks like. This is something you really got to watch for when you're playing against Galzian players, is if you know they went 2 PC and you don't see it with their army, like this is quite the bait and switch over here, right? If you don't see those production cruisers, the question is where are they? There's like 1 of 2 answers, and here's one of them. He's going to see it. The assault ships are already on the way, so cowofschmau, or no, they're not actually, the railguns are on the way. But anyway, cowofschmau are going to immediately start producing 2 assault railguns. Very good, that's what he needs. That scanner going to give him the vital information, and that's very good. What you should do now is rotate the carrier, like, facing that way. like, what I mean is use the V command. So the carrier's, like, backside is pointing over here, and then the rockets can hit the assault ships a little bit easier. But assault railguns definitely need to be here. What are they doing over there? Boom. This is the critical moment. So also get the base spinner in there and use base spinner heal to preserve the salvagers just a little bit. That's a nice move too. Go and play Galzian. Gotta use the tools, you know. Power 2 and the weapons would obviously be good here too, but actually cowofschmau holding this off quite nicely, I think. He didn't really lose anything, did he? Oh, he's gonna kill a production cruiser, what the heck? He should anyway. Yeah, this is gonna die. Okay. What the heck? Suddenly he's actually winning this game. Did he lose a single salvager? Okay, I think he lost one, to be fair. Oh, he just lost another one. Okay. But wow! I mean, for a production cruiser, I'd take that trade any day. Holy moly. Okay, now the question is, does he know the right follow-up here? These two guys definitely want to get mining. You've held off the push, like, excellent. But the next thing to do, without fail, is get refinery mode. Get up onto 3 base. Let your opponent play catch-up. Is he going to do that? What's his resources like? I guess we'll have to see, but he's definitely nowhere near it just now. Descara, you see, he's already making another production cruiser. Refinery mode will be on the way for him soon. The thing is, like, he can get behind and still win this game if cowofschmau's not careful, because he'll get back ahead. Descara getting Sandscreamer armor now, so he still wants to push, actually. He's not done here. Oh, and this is actually looking really good for him. cowofschmau needed to get up onto that high ground right there. The assault railgun's doing good, but... yeah, refinery mode nowhere in sight. It's coming out for Descara first, and I think cowofschmau's kind of thrown the production cruiser kill, which you got in the early game. Yeah, you really need to be like on top of these things in DOK because it's very fast to fall behind, and it's a game that's hard to catch up from behind. Like if cowofschmau had pushed it properly, we'd be saying, look, Descara, he can't get up as fast as his opponent. But kind of turning that on its head, using this small number, using this very small number of units to very great effect, I think I would say. Oh, Hara. What do they get when they're Vet 5? Oh, they actually get weapon range. Oh, wow. Normally I don't care about the veterancy bonuses, but that's actually really good. The thing is, you never get it. But, you know, sometimes the Sandscreamer kills a carrier, and you're like, ah. He gets, like, all the veterancy. I'm just wondering because I've been playing the campaign, you know, so... veterancy a lot more important in there. Because, well, you can get it easier, I feel, but also it has, like, huge benefits, like the railguns, for instance. They get, like, twice the range if you get them up to Vet 5. No, 200 meters of weapon range is significant because it makes them nearly the same range as LAVs, which is kind of their big downside. But, like, you're never going to get the whole Sandscreamer Force to that veterancy, so it's not like it's really that powerful. Getting kind of up on top of this assault railgun here. This wouldn't work in vanilla, but he could actually have pressured that. But he backs away. This carrier is pretty scary, so he doesn't want to be too dangerous around it. But I mean, look at the state of affairs now. cowofschmau, who was actually ahead after holding off that push, is now kept on 1 base and surprisingly unable to push off, despite the fact he really should have been able to, I think. Descara's on 3 base getting interceptor fabrication. This is looking to be a very comfortable game for him. It's not where this should have been going. Oh, don't die, O'Hara. He's good, man. He's chill. He needs to get out of there is what he needs to do. Hippity hoppity, get off my property. Interceptor's coming out now for Descara, so first one about to finish. This assault ship definitely dead to rights right here. That's okay, though. No rating for either player, although Descara's getting it, as you can see. He's actually gotten a lot of Sandscreamer upgrades. You can see him beginning to build up a little bit more of a mass of them over here. But that original army, like, this is the army from the start of the game, and it's delayed cowofschmau this much, it's almost disgusting. Oh, and he's not even mining here. That's also a problem. So things are going to get a little rough in just a moment, I would expect. Interceptors beginning to launch here. Going to slaughterize these assault railguns, I imagine, and then the Sandscreamers just pour over. They got better upgrades, they're faster, you know, they've got it all. Frankly, he could just do it right now, like he doesn't even need the air superiority, but... if you got it, might as well use it. Just gotta be careful with his PCs. He's far enough away. And I don't mean political correctness. Get out of there! Ooh, getting really chewed up there, but he does survive. Interceptor's really weak here. If you ever get used to playing Cole Air and you switch back to Galzine, you'll be like, what the heck, why are these guys dying so fast? Not weak as in not useful, but like they just die really quick. Like this guy's already dead. Frankly, that guy could have died too. PC is gonna die here though. No afterburner, I noticed. Another interceptor goes down though. This guy's an acolyte. Also O'Hara, curiously. Playing for both sides, I see. Wink wink. Precision bomber fabrication coming out now for descara. Really kind of ravaging the economy over here. He could definitely kill off another production cruiser if he wants it. Gonna play a bit more reserved though, but he has already gotten one kill there. He's still kept his opponent on one base. Refiner mode is finally out now, but it's not gonna be useful at this point, obviously. Missile ship fabrication on the way. That's gonna take a while. And once it does come out, precision bomber fabrication was cancelled, so we're not gonna see any of that. Thing is, you know, we could have had bombers coming in and denying the anti-air play, and then the interceptors come in again and kill off the main base eco, but though that is also a valid attack strategy, it doesn't look like it's what he's going for. He's just going to kill off the production cruiser with the sand skimmers, like I said he could. Once that is gone, there is also, by the way, a really big window of no anti-air, because not only is the tech not finished yet, but he hasn't got a production cruiser after this one to make the air units, or the anti-air units. So yeah, I mean, the air units have just got full reign of the skies now. He's going full wing. He's actually going to kill off the carrier this way, I believe. cowofschmau ain't having none of that. He just chooses to GG out, and that is the game. Pretty clean, but it's interesting to see it's 2PC versus 2PC. What's really... Oh, wait, pretty clean? What am I saying? What I was going to say is, it's interesting to see that it's not. He actually was really far behind at one point there, when he lost his production cruiser right here. Still see the little crater of him. Yeah, that was bad. That was really bad. So, nicely done, descara. He managed to come back from that, but I think it was more just because cowofschmau didn't capitalize properly. Like, right when you get a kill like that, you know you've repelled the attack. So it's important not to go under defense, right, where you don't have anything ready to hold when the guy like comes back and attacks you twice. But if you know you've repelled him, like refinery mode is the first thing to get, I think, because then you can expand onto your bases, and then while he's falling back, you're getting ahead of him, right? Good scouting is important for this. So if you have scanners on base runners, really good. Or you can just shadow him with like sand skimmers and see where he's going. And you should be able to tell like if he's leaving or if he's coming back. You have more PCs than him, you can even pressure and try to kill off the second production cruiser if you want, but sitting there and doing nothing, that was definitely not the option. So really unfortunate to see that. Let's see if it's going to be the same thing here. So sand skimmer fab comes first, and then immediately we get two salvagers here, so this is going to be a little different apparently. He's clearly done some research here though, because you can see him doing a quick drop. Oh, he's trying to quick drop for the production cruisers, I think. But that can't be it, because he's got 53. What do you need 53 for? Descara's got a plan here, but I have no idea what it is. This is always exciting to watch. He's at 90. He's going for assault ships. He could drop off now. He's going for a PC, yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure what the quick drop there was about, but yeah, if you're gonna do sand skimmer first, you don't need to put one on RUs in the beginning, I doubt, to get a refiner, like, how do you say, to get a production cruiser like that. Actually, I want to note this scanner from cowofschmau here. This is actually really good for a kind of subtle reason. But the placement of this scanner actually pretty much confirms it's going to be either a 2PC build or a refinery mode first build, because this scanner is here. And you know, Galzine players, when they retire their base runner, they pop the scanner somewhere. And so he sees it, so he's like, okay, yeah, I know exactly what's going on there. Maybe. I mean, I don't want to give... I don't want to read too much into it, I guess, but that's what I would be thinking if I saw it. I've actually thought this before, that like when you put down a scanner in the early game, it's good because you get the vision of the base runner before you retire him, but you also kind of reveal to your opponent that you're going to retire him. And then maybe there's like counter mind games available where you put down the scanner but like don't retire him, but I don't know. That's not, that's a little too crazy. There's a sand skimmer majority here. good micro could slow this down from Descara's side. He does have, well, actually, it's 4 on 5 now. Good micro could win it for him. But he's got a Soul Chip Fabrication coming out already. This is good, though, from cowofschmau. He's up on the high ground here. He's isolated this Sandscreamer totally, but he's not targeting him. Oh, no. Ooh. Ooh. That's not good. Yeah, definitely should have killed this guy. He did see both the production crews, though, so he knows about that. Frame rates are plummeting. This is a good retreat. He's up on the high ground as well, but he needs to send these 3 guys back, probably. Or he can, like, make a hold right here, tell that guy to just fall back to, like, further away from this. Uh-oh. Looks kind of like my micro when I first started the game, where you actually are pretty good with, like, the entire pack, but you never move people individually. That's one thing I've learned to do with time. This guy gotta get out of here. He's dead. Descara maintaining the edge here. He's gonna kill off another one now. So his micro just kind of proving superior right here. He's gonna try to send a base or production cruiser out on the side. Base runner did not see it. It was very close, but he didn't see it. However, he does know something is there. He saw the blip. I can see how low my frames are when I move my mouse in a circle. Ooh, that's bad. Ooh. Anyway. I gotta get this figured out. Soul Chip is here. He is taking names already. Wants to be a little careful there, though. Power Reserve 1 is finished, but the carrier not rotated in that direction. However, the big threat is actually coming on the back lines here. This is something I've done quite a lot. Actually, I usually do it with railguns. I like come in from the side. Well, no, when I'm playing Conf with the Soul Chips, I do this too. That's true. I usually just get pushed back when I use the Soul Chips for some reason. But yeah, no, pressure from all sides here. He does manage to get off 4 salvagers there, which is really nasty. But yeah, you send one production cruiser off on the side, your opponent doesn't know it's there, you build up a bunch of units, come in and out. Job's finished. Actually, it is a Soul Chip tech from cowofschmau as well. Descara and he have no upgrades for the guys, but one is Soul Chip gonna take out, or one production cruiser gonna be taken out right here, so. Goodbye, son. This is Soul Chip really low. Maybe he's not chasing because he feels he doesn't have any else. Oh, it's true. Because there is actually a Soul Chip coming out. Nice. Anyway, cowofschmau, he sees the writing on the wall, so he's gonna GG right there. I think that's a fair move, too. Obviously, this one would take a little while for Descara to finish off, but you know it's kind of over. So I really actually respect people who surrender when they know it's done. But yeah, Descara gonna take this one 2-0. Can't say this wasn't the expected result, but yeah, they were interesting games. I'm not sure exactly what strategy he's going for, but it'd be interesting to see him try it against other opponents too. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the slideshow. Ooh, it's getting really bad now. Yeah, well, it's just as well. I'm going to bed, so he's got some time to cool down. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.